Hey guys, how you doing? I'm starting a new build now. This is going to be a tiny little mini bike. I got little wheels here for my bicycle, kid's bike, and a little 80cc bicycle engine here. I put this pull start on it too. It's a little aftermarket accessory. Brand new. Hopefully it works pretty good, so we'll see. And I gotta figure out the gear ratio here. Got a couple of different size sprockets here I'm gonna try out on the wheel. And a brake. This isn't really a brake hub, but I'm gonna use it for one. And I got a bicycle brake here, so that should do. And I'm gonna make front and rear suspension. That's gonna be the hardest part because it's gonna be like custom size shocks here, so I gotta play around with all these and see what's gonna work. That's probably gonna be the hardest part. And the frame's gonna loop around like that, and just a simple style frame, nothing too complicated. Got a lot of extra parts here. CDI. Brand new chain. Probably not going to use this throttle. Got a chain tensioner with it too. And these handles are pretty cool. They got like a lock here, so you could, for the clutch, so you could leave the clutch on when you're just riding. Probably not going to use that either, but maybe I'll use it on my other bike, because I got that other motorized bike that has just a regular handle on it. It kind of sucks to hold that in while you're riding. And got little handlebars here. Not sure if I'm going to use them or not, but I was looking at this design. I'm going to have to see how it looks when I build the frame, but like the way this, if I want to keep this nice and tight to the engine here, this neck tube is going to have to be higher than the tank. Usually they have a notch out there in the tank, but if I connect it all at the bottom here and make like a little gusset in there, it should still be strong enough to do what I gotta do. But we'll see how that looks when I put it together. So I'm gonna start building the frame and go from there. Alright. Alright, I got that bottom bar bent up. Just used black pipe. That black pipe's harder to bend than that regular steel tubing. I guess because it's thicker. I thought it would be easier because everybody says it's weaker, but it seems pretty damn strong to me. And it's a little bit small for these brackets here, so I welded on some spacers. Just a piece of pipe welded over the other pipe. And I think I cut this part too short. We're going to have to weld on a little extension there, probably. But, alright, now I'll figure out the top tube and how I'm going to attach it and the neck tube. I was thinking about widening these wheels, but I'm gonna probably use them the way they are. I don't think it'll be worth the trouble, because I wanted to get a little bit of a fatter look to these tires. Probably gonna get a different front tire to match the back one. They're a little bit different. This one's like cheaper, but and I'm gonna make my own air filter here, because that one that comes with it's just a plastic. Supposed to go. Alright, I got the part there extended and I welded it onto this tubing. It's a piece of 7/8. I had these bushings here from an exercise machine. They fit right in that 7/8 tubing. So I'll use those, and it's a 1/2-inch bolt. And so I welded that pipe to there, and I welded this gusset on, and I'll fill in that bottom there, the plate, and the top probably too. And I gotta figure out exactly where I want this back tube, and the tank will go on there, like that. And for the coil, I gotta squeeze the coil up in here. I'll make a little plate on top to bolt it to. And I put a short spark plug in it so I have more room there for the plug wire. So I'll squeeze that in there. Get it all to where it needs to be. And that should be nice and tidy in there. And for the back shocks, I cut open this gas strut from like a trunk lid or whatever. There wasn't really any pressure in it. I just cut it open and oil came out. It wasn't under any pressure. And for the springs, these are old fork springs from like a motorcycle. And I made a couple of cups. Those will sit on here like this. And I'll shorten them up on the bottom and weld these mounts back on somewhere. Here and here. And then they'll go in here like this. Should look good. Alright. Got that top hoop made. I used this metal here. It's from I think it's a base for an old baby carriage. It's thick enough, so I used a bend that was already made, one of these, but I had to pie cut it to get it to bend a little tighter, and filled in all around here with sheet metal, give that all a bunch of strength, and then I made this back part for the seat. And that should give this back part more support too for when the shocks are back here. That'll kind of reinforce it, and since I'll be sitting more towards the back of the seat anyway, that'll strengthen it through there. so that this won't bend here. I drilled the front of the frame here for the mounting bolts. There's 4 of them. Probably gonna weld some washers on there to give it a flat surface for the nuts to sit against, and then I gotta put some ones on the back here. And I didn't make the coil mount yet. Probably gonna put a plate up here and then just bolt it on from the underneath, and then I'll put the tank over that so it won't show. Yep, and that's about it for now, I think. Next I'll work on the swing arm here, probably, and then I could get the whole back end sorted out and figure out if I'm going to widen those wheels or not. And got to figure out the gear ratio too. Usually they run this big sprocket, but that's for like a 26-inch wheel, and now I only got 12-inch wheels. So I'm going to figure out the circumference of the circles and what it would be to get the same gear ratio as that one. And I'll probably gear it down a bunch more than that too, because I'm not going to be going that fast on the anyway. Just going to use it around the yard and around the woods. And so I'm doing this for the bike build off on oldminibikes.com. I'll put the link in the description to my build page. You can, the entry deadline is the end of January, so if you want to enter a bike, then there's a bunch of different classes you could do. There's like a original bike build, or custom, or all from scratch, or just for fun if you already have a project going. And it goes till like the end of May, I think. Alright, guess that's it for now. See you later, guys. Thanks for watching.